It's an incredibly exciting time at Disneyland Paris. What was once known as Walt Disney Studios Park is now transforming into an entirely new destination, Disney Adventure World, a complete reimagining that will redefine the park from the ground up. Over the past months, construction has surged across the resort. Let's dive in and explore how Disney Imagineers are turning the former Studios Park into a world of adventure, beauty, and storytelling, unlike anything we've seen before. Outside, the lettering welcoming guests with Walt Disney Studios has been removed. This does make sense since the park is changing its name. The premiere of Disney Adventure World is edging closer and closer, with a scheduled debut in spring 2026, yet much of the work is done, and we can see some amazing progress on this exciting expansion. Let's take a closer look at the Adventure Way, a long promenade that will lead to Adventure Bay and the new Frozen expansion. Signage has already been added, showcasing that Victorian style in both the typeface and the illustrations. Lighting has also been installed and it looks great. I love the popcorn lights on the trees. They really help create a pleasant ambience. This promenade features motifs from the late 19th century. You know, the use of steel or raw iron, and specifically here, Art Nouveau. We see the new Art Nouveau styled domes taking inspiration from elements found in nature. So is the case with the new Regal View restaurant, located next to the water feature. The restaurant will feature character dining, and we can see that the details are already in place, with the weather vane for instance. Another experience in this area will be a flat ride, Rapunzel's Tangled Spin. This attraction will be somewhat similar to the teacups, but with gondolas transporting you to that lantern scene from the film. The ride is enclosed by a canopy, featuring the land's themed colors, but the dome here is different. It features Rapunzel's color scheme, with a Pascal weather vane on top. Custom lighting fixtures are already present around this attraction, and they do look like real lanterns. The other side of Adventure Way will feature an English garden. We have this interesting balustrade at the edge of the pathway and a themed gazebo within the English garden. This area will also include statues inspired by Disney films set in the United Kingdom, further enriching the garden's atmosphere and IP synergy, of course. There will also be another flat ride, however this one will open later on, not in 2026. It's an up-themed chair swing. It fits in with this area by having a fairground theme with a giant organ, something that was a design element historically associated with classic pleasure gardens and early 20th century fairs. Its color palette, materials, and sculptural detailing will harmonize with the surrounding landscape, but feature a distinct up aesthetic, like the colorful stained glass windows mimicking balloon colors. So overall, Disney Adventure World's new Adventure Way will enhance the overall park experience, creating a garden that was missing from the park's lineup. Not an attraction, but an area where you can sit and enjoy the ambience. But the renovation of Walt Disney Studios Park is bigger than you think. If we take a look at the map, you'll see that the layout of the park is completely changing. Formerly, the park featured a peculiar Y-shaped layout. One side featured the former backlot and the other Toon Studios. This was a bit confusing and made the park feel smaller. But now Imagineers are expanding this layout by creating a huge lake, creating a new epicenter for the park. Now, this new water feature becomes the gathering spot for the park. The only downside is that former backstage elements might become visible from these extensive pathways. Things like the Avengers Flight Force building and the backside of Tower Terror. It could be smart for Disney to later reimagine the exterior of Tower Terror to make it a 360-degree facade, not only because of this expansion but also because of Val d'Europe, the nearby development. Tower of Terror is visible from there, but it's the back side, not the super detailed side. Maybe make one side how the tower was before the lightning strike and the other its present abandoned state, so you'd have a cool transition. Anyways, the new massive water feature named Adventure Bay will feature a new nighttime spectacular, and it will feature dedicated show viewing areas around its banks, separating circulation from guests that want to view the show. Speaking of that, a show lagoon like this one needs a backstage area two-star boats, maintain equipment, or even nighttime spectacular barges. Disney Adventure Worlds is located next to the Cars Road Trip attraction, and it features this cool swing bridge. Since Adventure World is so huge, there will be this large pathway until we reach World of Frozen. Why? Well, because this is an expansion pad that is already under construction, but it won't open in 2026. This will be a massive Lion King land with a Disneyland Paris exclusive Lion King e-ticket styled attraction. The focal point of Adventure World will be Arendelle, World of Frozen. The land will feature a castle set piece, a Scandinavian village with amenities, and the massive North Mountain with Elsa's ice palace, serving as the icon of the land. Street lamps and theming are already in place. Another icon of this land is the entrance to the main attraction, with this large clock tower featuring the royal family of Arendelle. The attraction Frozen Ever After, a clone very much similar to the one already present in Hong Kong Disneyland, is housed within this massive show building, hidden by clever rock work. There will also be a dedicated meet and greet facility. This does make sense at Disneyland Paris because lines for character meet and greets can get pretty insane. But that's not all. One day, Disneyland Paris will be home to a brand new and exclusive Lion King land. The upcoming Lion King themed land will be a major expansion to Disney Adventure World at Disneyland Paris. Positioned besides the new Frozen attraction and Adventure Way, the area will contrast the icy mountains of Arendelle with the warm, earthy savannas of Africa, dominated by a 37-meter high Pride Rock landmark overlooking the landscape. Work has already begun on the future site of the land, but on the opposite corner of the park, near Cars Road Trip, not where the land is actually being built, there is something quite interesting, a test site. Sending boats down, a splash test for this brand new water ride that will feature a massive drop. Overall, the land does a pretty good job capturing that savanna aesthetic. The gas pathways from Adventure Bay lead into a lush African savanna environment, with winding paths, water views, and layered rock formations. Key visual icons include Pride Rock, Rafiki Street, and themed vegetation, designed to evoke the film's circle of life imagery. The use of perspective and elevation will be key to the design. At the heart of the Lion King land stands its signature attraction, a massive indoor-outdoor water-based dark ride that redefines what a flume experience can be. Enclosed in what will become the largest show building at the resort, spanning roughly 13,000 square meters, this ride will combine scenic design and advanced audio animatronics to tell Simba's story in a dynamic, multi-sensory way. The attraction's narrative will follow the emotional arc of the Lion King through a series of immersive show scenes. The Lion King land embodies Disney's contemporary design philosophy, a massive single IP themed land with one major supporting attraction. The focus is more on storytelling and immersion rather than pure capacity. The land will only feature one attraction. This strategy can also be found at Universal's brand new theme park Epic Universe, delivering guests a self-contained world with one e-ticket attraction. The Lion King land represents an evolution in Disneyland Paris' approach to immersive storytelling. It demonstrates a belief that guests no longer come only to ride, they come also to live within these stories. So overall, the Lion King land will be a pivotal moment in the history of Disney Adventure World, and I personally cannot wait for it to open before the end of this decade. Works are also underway at Disney Village, as this retail, dining and entertainment district is being completely reworked, removing the Frank Gehry aesthetic from the Euro Disney days. We'll see the premiere of a new restaurant, the Italian Casa Giulia, and more importantly a new McDonald's, being built right next to the existing one. All of these works at Disney Village are being done in phases. So overall, the transformation of Disney Village marks another key step in the resort's ongoing evolution. So with construction rapidly advancing and new details emerging almost every month, the long-awaited transformation from Walt Disney Studios Park to Adventure World is finally becoming a reality. From the Art Nouveau elegance of Adventure Way to the icy peaks of Arendelle and the golden savannas of the Pride Lands, the future of Disneyland Paris is looking brighter and more immersive than ever before.